Hey folks, so today we're going to take a look at this guy. It's the Skywalker 15-foot trampoline. I bought it as kind of an impulse buy at Walmart. I paid $298 for this guy. So far it's been pretty excellent, and as you can see here, my daughter is having a good time, and we have it on, as you can see, the backyard is not level and it's holding up just fine here. But there's a couple things I want to go over here. For the entrance, you do need a ladder. As you can see here, it's up to my waist. I'm 5'10", so I would recommend a ladder or steps or something to get up and in. You can close this from the inside or the outside. You can clip these to keep anybody out. And this is a double zipper here, inside and out, so you can just zip it up. And this padding, it's not very thick, but it's thick enough to where you can step on here and it's not going to injure your foot or anything. You don't feel any sharp barbs if you're going to walk on here barefoot. These have a foam on them, but there's a couple little tips that I want to share from my experience putting it together that might make it a little easier for you to put together. And the directions are actually really good. Definitely leave yourself a good hour and a half to 2.5 hours. When you're reading the directions, it'll even tell you you need 2 people, and trust me, you do need 2 people. And once the frame is built with the legs and everything, you have to disconnect it, and that's one of the times you need a second person to help flip that frame over and put it back together. And then the other time you need a second person is when you are actually putting the mesh or the jumping unit together. You put it in the middle there, and it just helps to have 2 people, one on each side, putting in the springs, which is something else that I want to go over here real quick. So let's take a look at the springs. So one thing that's important is when you are putting the springs in and you start to go around, leave a good amount of space between the first few you put in. So for example, put one here and then go, maybe 15 over and put one over there, and just space them out a lot initially and get them in, and then kind of fill them in between. What we did is we started just going right in a row, and by the time we got halfway around, we couldn't stretch the other side far enough, and we had to undo a lot of them. So save yourself a step. They do come out, and then you gotta give it a little force, but you can do it by hand. You don't need gloves. If you wanna wear them, I'd wear some gardening gloves. My wife did pinch her finger in there, but I didn't have any issues. My hands are calloused pretty good. You can pull them out, put it in, just like that, all the way around. And then one of the steps in the directions you want to pay close attention to is when you line up this netting at the bottom here. As you can see here, it goes through these like this, and the directions state this perfectly, but you have to pay attention to this step. This is very important, because what happens is it lines up all the way around to this pole here, and that goes up, and that's where it attaches to the top to hold the netting up. So if you miss this, if you get this wrong, right exactly where it says to line it up, then you have to take it apart and redo this step. So save yourself the time, get this right the first time, and you'll be good to go. One of the things that takes up a lot of time putting it together is tying all of these. As you can see here, you tie them every couple of feet here, and then also underneath, you have to tie them underneath there too. So there's a ton of tying, and as you can see, this thing is huge. It holds all 3 of my kids. They can all jump on it simultaneously, which I'll show you here. All right, so far the trampoline has been excellent for our family. It's been a lot of fun. It's getting them a lot of exercise, gets them out of the house, and they can all fit on it. I feel like it's safe, it's sturdy enough. When I mow, I just have my wife come out, we move it, we mow under it. It's been an excellent purchase, and I feel that at $300, it's a decent value, and it seems like it's pretty good quality. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see how long it lasts. But that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, and if you have any questions, I can try to answer them. Check the description below. I'll link whatever I can in there to help you find it if you want to find some more specs on them. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.